Welcome to the Amdram Cam. I'm your host, Elena Bracken. With me here today is Mark Rosenthal.
Hi there.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Mark's directing the musical version of Bonnie and Clyde at the PADOS Theatre in Prestwich.
Yes, that's right, in April.
In April, 24th to the 27th.
That's right, yes.
Talk to me all things Bonnie and Clyde, please, because I love it.
Well, as everybody should know, that these people really went out on a shopping spree, shall we say, between 1931 and 1934. Mm-hmm. It was during the Great Depression in America, and they hit shops, petrol stations, funeral parlours, and killed around about 12, 13 people as they went along as well. Funny subject to write a musical about, but it works, and the music is absolutely stunning. It's something special.
Give us a taster.
You want me to sing? No, nobody wants that.
Give us a few bars.
Absolutely not. But the music, the lyrics are written by Frank Wildhorn, and he is famous for writing Jekyll and Hyde, and The Scarlet Pimpernel, and other musicals. And the lyrics are by Don Black, who has worked with Andrew Lloyd Webber a lot on Starlight Express, Aspects of Love, and musicals like that. So them two getting together for this, and they wrote, they've written other things together as well, but just this musical score is tremendous. It's got a bit of everything. It's got a bit of country and western, bit of jazz, rockabilly. It is special.
You know, I have to say, I've never been here before. It's PADOS, I've never been. And I didn't realise how quaint it is.
Yeah, very few people know it's here, even people that live in the area. When we've got the doors open at the front, they go, oh, didn't realise it was a theatre. But yeah, it's holds around about 68 people. They put two plays on a year, a pantomime here, a junior show, and then they have a youth section as well, and an adult section, and then they do their musicals at the Bury Met Theatre.
Lovely. Let's go back to the size in relation to the size of the production. So do you think, in terms of scope, so you've got a musical like this, for example, like Chicago and that kind of thing, and it goes on a massive stage and it doesn't get lost in anything because it's just big and it's amazing and wonderful. So, like, do you feel that you have to kind of tone it down so that people get that same feel, but it doesn't need to be as big? Or is it more like, come along because this is a freaking experience?
Yeah, well, if we're putting on, you mean if we're putting on things here? Yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks quite a small stage, but when they build a set here for the plays, it's absolutely amazing. They've got a really good group of set builders, and it transforms the stage each time. When we're rehearsing here, it's fun to then go to the Bury Met to put it on because the stage is so much bigger. I prefer it that way round because then you can spread out rather than rehearsing on a big space and then realising you've got less space at the theatre, which causes issues sometimes. But yeah, we do rehearse at Bury Music as well, at their place in Bury, because our musical director, Gemma Price, runs Bury Music, so we get to use their premises as well as we get closer to the show, so we can spread out a bit and work on the actual specific stage size.
Love it. Okay, so take me through the process, because when you're putting on a play, it's not easy, but it's got more of a simple kind of run up to it. You've got your things to do, and you kind of check off your list as you go along, your block and all that kind of shenanigans. But like when you're putting on a musical, there's just so much goes into it. Like, where do you even start? Yeah,
it's having a great production team is always a good start. And here I've worked with Helen, the choreographer, and Gemma, the musical director. We worked on School of Rock last year. And on Calendar Girls, the musical the year before. So we know how each other works, and that helps as well because we play to each other's strengths.
Right, okay.
And a good starting point is just going through the music with the cast, just giving them a bit of a sense of what they're going to learn. and then just starting on the floor and getting them moving, getting the characterization right. So generally, I'll start setting scenes. As myself and Helen will work quite closely together, especially in a musical like this, where the scenes and the music are one and the same.
Yeah.
The music is comes in a bit of a scene, bit more music, bit more scene. So
It's kind of like husky.
yes,
I feel like that's the word for it. I
Yeah.
don't know in musical terms how you would describe the musical tone. Again, going back to things like Chicago, it's just jazz through and through.
Yeah.
And then you've got things like Mamma Mia, which is very like high and very floaty almost. Again, I'm not a musical person.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. But Bonnie and Clyde, it's... Ooh.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, a bit sultry.
Very much.
Yeah, and yeah, it has that vibe through it. But then they'll hit you with this really rock number. It's got a lot of tones of Chicago within it. It's got tones of Jesus Christ Superstar in it. So
Nice blend.
it's got a bit of everything, and I think that's what makes this musical score different to others.
Fun to play with, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
For everybody, cast and crew.
Yeah, and the cast are loving it, and the sound that we're getting out of the cast is tremendous. I'm really excited about putting this on.
Professional levels.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's really good. I mean, and a lot of the cast I've not worked with before. Some I have, but yeah, they're all just giving their all.
Let's talk about the cast. Give them a shout out. Who's playing who?
Okay, so Izzy Smith is playing Bonnie, and I worked with Izzy when we did Chicago a few years ago, and she played Roxy Hart. And then Matt McGoldrick is playing Clyde. I've not worked with Matt before, but he's done a lot of musicals around the area and further afield in Knutsford and places like that. So so them two together, absolutely spot on as
team.
as the two leads. Then we've got Susie Cleary as Blanche and Kip Phillips as Buck. And Buck is Clyde's older brother, and they get into a lot of shenanigans together over the show. So yeah, they those four are kind of like the characters that the show is built around.
The core.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it violent?
In places, yes. There's
violent?
blood.
How much blood? Give us a scale.
There's gonna be
From Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to Gladiators.
Well, there's not gonna be a blood river.
Right.
That anyone falls into, but yeah, no, there's gonna be plenty of blood. There's a lot of people being killed. I'm afraid it's just one of those.
Is it like Let the Right One In, where you've got a splashing zone? Like if you buy tickets here, you're getting blooded.
We're not going to have to give ponchos to the first two
What a
rows,
shame.
so you're safe. You're very, very safe.
That's good to know. What's like your audience like? Age range, backgrounds, where they're coming from.
They're actually coming from all over,
Really?
and which is great. And we get a whole different, broader age range as with all our shows, which is fantastic because we get a good audience here for the plays and for the pantomime. The pantomime sells out every year within days. It's ridiculous. But we get a really good broad spectrum of people coming to see the shows, and with it, the theatre being right in the centre of Bury as well, it's well publicised there. So we get people just literally coming in off the street and booking tickets that may have never seen any of our productions
fabulous.
before.
That's what you love, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit of that. Okay, what kind of a director are you? I like to ask people this. Are you a mean director? Are you collaborative? What's your
People
game?
say that I shout, which
Yeah,
is...
I've heard you're a tight ass. Pardon the French.
Who said that?
The shorter list is who hasn't.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. I'm not going to name names here, but I already know who that is from people you've spoken to already. No, as we get closer to the production and things get a bit more stressful, because obviously we're building the set for the Met, so that all has to be ready. The music's got to be ready. The choreography's got to be ready. Yeah, sometimes I might lose my cool a little bit.
It's fabulous. You need a scarf so that you can just absolutely tear someone a new one for missing the mark and then Throw the scarf around, waltz off, go into my dressing room.
Yeah.
Call me when you're done being idiots.
Absolutely. I've never walked out of a rehearsal before. There's always a first time. There's always a first time. No, it's for things like this. When you're working really closely with leads like Izzy and Matt, you've got to be a little bit more collaborative because you want them to feel comfortable with what you're asking them to do as well. And obviously, it's these two parts are very touchy-feely. They were very, very close, and there's scenes where you've got to make sure that they're comfortable, and they sometimes have to lead that rather than you saying, "I want you to do this, I want you to do that." You've got to make sure and check they're comfortable, and then let them work through how that goes.
Yeah, you know what? We're doing a Valentine's Day episode that was out on the 14th of February.
Excellent.
About specifically about couples who met during shows filmed amateur dramatics. ... Play like this. I'm just saying. Next year's Valentine's episode.
You never know.
Never know.
Stranger things have happened in amateur theatre.
Just putting the actors on the spot right there. People love it when that happens. Anyway. Okay.
Saying nothing.
I don't even know where to go from there. Like, I've just driven it right to the ground. I'm just like matchmaking. I've never met these people ever. No, okay, so I have a fantastic question. It's my favourite question of every single interview there has ever been. Amateur or otherwise, what would be your dream role? Dream role, dream job?
Well, I always actually wanted to direct professionally, and I got the chance to do that in December with the professional pantomime at Playhouse 2, which I know you know very well. Very well. So I got to do that, which was an amazing opportunity, and I'm going back to do that again at Christmas 2024.
Yeah, shout out to Josh Leach there.
Yeah, Josh was in it.
Lovely boy.
Yeah, Josh was played Jack in our Dick Whittington, which was a great success, thankfully. So we're going back to do that again. We're doing Jack and the Beanstalk this year. So I got my chance to direct. Dream role.
Anything, doing whatever you want. Budget, absolutely no limit.
You know what? I've been really fortunate in being in some great productions and directing some amazing shows. I think I got my dream when I directed School of Rock last year, because that to me is an amazing show, having a kids playing live on stage every night.
Day for everyone.
That just it blew my mind how talented some of these guys are.
So maybe like that again on a larger scale.
A larger scale,
yeah.
Taking something on tour. I'd love to take something on tour. I really would love to take something on tour.
Do it.
Yeah, you
Why
never know.
Not? Tell me why not.
Watch
Explain
this
it to me.
space. It's just logistics. But now that is kind of, the area that I'm moving into and doing less of a real job. You never know, maybe.
Yeah. You know what? The world's going to hell. Everything's falling apart. Take advantage.
Absolutely.
Why not? Go crazy. A travelling circus. Who said not to? You're saying not to. You're like, absolutely not.
Travelling circus. Okay. I'm going to start working on that later.
Okay, Mark. Tell the people where they can buy tickets from.
Okay, so tickets are available online at themet.org.uk, or you can go into the Bury Met Theatre and buy tickets at their box office.
From the 24th of February to the 27th of February?
24th of April to the 27th of April. You gave me a heart attack then, thinking that I've only got like 4 weeks to put this on.
Keeping you on your toes and getting my own back for all the people who have been yelled at. I'm joking. He's lovely. He's dead. I don't know what people are talking about. You know what? Actually, you are. You are lovely.
Thank you.
I'm going to say that. Like, He is actually nice.
Well, we have been in a play together.
We have.
Haven't we?
You didn't yell at me once.
No.
You ridiculed my terrible singing, but
I mean, who didn't?
I'm aware of it. It's okay. Thank you so much, Matt, for coming on the show.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to see you all.
Bye.
Bye.